morning. Not much sun today, but you brighten my heart just by being here. Welcome to Gita Sadhana. We're in the 40s. Wow. Wow. Very impressive. It might feel like a little battle that you win every day to join in. And we're talking more about the battle of Bhagavad Gita. As I mentioned yesterday, people will often ask, why is the Gita about war when it's also about yoga? And one thing I posited yesterday is maybe we're not asking the right question. Maybe it's not, why is the Gita about war, but why is it about this particular war? Because remember, Arjuna, whose career is to be a warrior, has fought in other battles before. So what does make this one so personal, so affecting, so causing him to go and seek spiritual guidance? Well, if we review some of the other battles that Arjuna has fought in the Mahabharata, he's often fighting them on behalf of someone. I mentioned that very close to this war he's going to fight, he was involved in a battle protecting the homeland of a country that gave him refuge when he was in exile. And before that, he's fought battles on behalf of his elder brother, who was the rightful king and emperor of a great land. Now, what's different this time is that this war is about Arjuna reclaiming his destiny. He's not really doing it on behalf of others. I mean, he is fighting again for his brother, the king, but this is his chance to take back his kingdom and to become the ruler he was meant to be, and to be acclaimed through this battle as the greatest warrior ever, which when he was born was pronounced as his destiny. So for Arjuna, this is about him now, and he can't get away from it. And he echoes what society has kind of taught him about standing up for your own destiny. One of the things he tells Krishna in chapter 2 is, won't people think that my brothers and I are greedy for standing up and trying to reclaim our destiny? Won't they think badly of us? Won't they think we're selfish, uncaring, unfeeling? And what Krishna is trying to emphasize is that, Arjuna, the greatest battle of your life is to fulfill your destiny. And that's how it is for all of us. This is why we do find some conflicts harder than others, because it's not about standing up for others, which can be easy to do, especially if we're kind-hearted, but it's about standing up for ourselves. And for many of us in society, that is just not taught. For example, women. Women aren't often encouraged, even now in this century in North America, to stand up for their own destinies. Their destinies are often tied into their children's destinies, or even you get married, and what do? You generally take your partner's name, right? Especially if it's a male partner. You become, when you get married, not moving toward your own destiny, but linked to perhaps becoming just someone who serves others' destinies, again, in a different way. And men don't think, I don't understand what you might experience as well, because men especially, I mean, you get the family name, right? Pretty much automatically in this society, and that comes with the responsibility. And some of you get not only the family name, but your father's name with a number after it. And how does that feel, to not have your own destiny in that way? And maybe you do want to change your name when you get married. I know a guy whose last name was, he was a school teacher, and his last name was humor-inducing for his youthful students. And he wanted to take his wife's name when he got married. And don't you think he got some blowback for that? So he didn't even feel like he had a choice. This is about Arjuna making his own name and making his own choice to embrace his destiny. As long as it feels like circumstance is manipulating us, we're great. But when it comes to standing up and reclaiming what we know we're meant to do, we can feel selfish. We might even be told we're selfish. You're doing this instead of this. How selfish is that? You're not thinking of others. You're greedy. And what Krishna is saying is, this is actually what life is all about. And this is exactly what the spiritual path is all about, is getting to know the one thing that you bring to this world that nobody else does, and then doing it. For Arjuna, it's a little, what he thinks is odd spiritually is that he can fight better than anybody else. How is he going to choose to use that power, though? To fight for himself and what is right, or to fight himself and stay stuck? Oh, that's one of the choices we all have to make. And that's why Arjuna symbolizes us in the Gita. We are warriors for our own lives. We have to become the spokespeople for our own destiny. And today I encourage you during the meditation to contemplate, what is it I'm meant to do? And can I stand up for myself even just a little bit today to make sure I'm doing it? And if you're already doing it, kudos to you. If you need a little help, there's that Dharma Pravartana mudra. Starts like so many, the hands in Anjali, then the fingers kind of curl down. Now for Kapota, the past couple days, we brought them down further, but they just come down a little. The thumbs stay inside. And this is one that comes right to the solar plexus, where Arjuna, the warrior, Manipur chakra, resides, moving toward his destiny. And today's dedication, I have two. Definitely one for my cousin, Jim. And if you know Jim, you probably might understand, because I said one of the reasons I might be chanting or doing this for him earlier. But he's a great warrior. And the other just came to me before this, Lil Nas X, whom I think is a fabulous musician. And I just applaud because at a very young age, he had to stand up for himself in a variety of ways that society does not accept. And if you haven't heard of Lil Nas X, Lil, you might want to look him up. And what he does might offend you. And you know something? That's kind of the point. When you embrace your destiny, you have to get over the fear of offending others. That is really hard. And that's why this battle is so tough. Shall we go face our battle? Let's do it together. We have allies in each other. Dharma Pravartana, if you wish. All right. Whoops. There we go. All righty. Once again, I forgot to say switch. That's going to be my big battle today, to forgive myself. Today you can think about what battle you might face on your way to your own destiny, and maybe do that mudra if you wish. 5 minutes. Welcome back. It's one of those days when one's feet freeze to the earth. Whew. So I mentioned earlier men and women and the challenges faced by them, and I do not want to forget our non-binary and genderqueer friends. You are warriors, and I've heard people say that we're raising a generation of soft young people, and just the willingness to examine who you are really and not conform to centuries of what you've been told you should be marks you as a warrior. My friends, you are all warriors. Please go forth and reclaim your destiny today. And then I'll see you tomorrow.